Hi, I am a MacroSolid robot. In the previous video, I discussed the interface. This time, I will focus on the Bill of Materials tab, and I will discuss in detail the possibilities of downloading data from the model and filtering components. So, as I already mentioned, after getting the data from the model, you can filter the components by type, file properties, name, and then sort them. All this, so that any macros works only where they should, and that you could have data specified for reports, statements, material lists. I collect data from the model, taking into account the user's preferences. Right-click over the Get Data button to see Context menu, and configure the way of downloading. Choose Top Level Only to gather data about components that are at the top level of the main assembly. Or select separate components from different assemblies, so the same component located in different sub-assemblies, at different levels of the assembly structure, will be shown in the Bill of Materials table as many times as it is in the structure product, and will not be summed. Option Merging by Property allows you to sum up components by one and the same property value. For example, if two different files or documents have the index ERP property with the same value, I will treat them as the same, and the first occurrence in the product structure will be the base one, from which all information about the model will be taken, that is material, weight, dimensions, etc. Option Get ERP Components is taking into account the so-called virtual ERP components. Option Get Project Data includes design data defined in the Project Info tab when downloading. Option Get Data from XLSX includes the content of the From Excel BOM file when downloading, which may contain data on ERP indexes. Option Get Sheet Metal Parts from Cut List. It downloads data from solids and cut elements of a multi-body model that are sheet metal. Option Get Parts from Cut List downloads data from solids and cut elements of a multi-body model that are components, that is, solids that are not a sheet metal or a profile. Option Get Data from Cut List downloads data from solids and cut elements of a multi-body model that are profiles. Choose Weldmet Cut Profiles button to see Profile Identification configuration window. Thanks to the built-in filters located above the table, components can be listed on the list depending on the type of part, and additionally, with the use of omission filters. I recognize following: main and active assembly, sub-assemblies, parts modeled with solid operations, without unfolding operations and without a weldmet marker, single body sheet metal, parts with the unfolding operation without bends, single body sheet metal, parts with unfolding operation with bends, multi-body sheet metal in one file, welded structures, consisting only of section profiles, flat bars, pipes, etc. Parts with a welded structure tag, profiles, sections, pipes, flat bars of welded construction. Welded structures consisting of all possible types of objects, ordinary solids, sheet metal, sections, profiles, pipes, etc. Solids, and parts modeled with solid operations, included in the Weldmet Cut List. Sheet metal without bends, included in the list of cut elements of a welded structure. Bent sheet metal, included in the list of cut elements of a welded structure. Standardized, parts that have been marked as from toolbox, parts from the indicated location, marked in the properties as standard parts, components with the toolbox flag. Commercial but not necessarily standardized, components representing parts from other manufacturers, recognized by the property or save path of the file. Virtual ERP components. excluded from the list of materials in SolidWorks itself, hidden in the Bill of Materials table. Filter allows you to show only components that have a 2D drawing in the Bill of Materials table. The following components can be included or excluded in the table. Located in the Feature Manager Design Tree folders. Having defined keywords in their name as well. Files older than the version you are working on. Filtering by component type can be further enhanced with additional settings that give specific results. For example, you can filter by property values, as well as by the material defined in the model. By clicking on the control with the operator, you change the filtering method. You will show components that have a following value, such as a specific one, selected full value to compare, such as one listed, separated by a star, full value to compare, other than one selected, full value to compare, other than those listed, separated by a star, full value to compare, such as a specific one selected, phrase or fragment of text to be compared, such as one listed, separated by a star, phrase or fragment of text to be compared, other than one selected, phrase or fragment of text to be compared, other than those listed, separated by a star, phrase or fragment of text to be compared. In addition, the interface has been equipped with a filter that allows you to list only those components in which the declared string of text characters will or will not appear. Thanks for making it to the end. Please watch the next video, in which I will present the possibilities of sorting the Bill of Materials table and marking its cells.